Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this. Risco in Tokyo coming at you with some more Slime Rancher, and holy shit, does it sound like my... I gotta get off the title screen. I don't know what it is, but the Slime Rancher title screen makes my, my poor PlayStation 4 sound like it's just gonna fucking explode. I might have to turn on the air conditioner. And I kind of would rather not, on account of, like, you know, energy bills and everything like that. But it's like the thing is that I don't want. I would rather that it doesn't explode. I'm big on the lack of explosions as far as the PlayStation 4 goes, because like there ain't no way we're buying a new PlayStation 4 anytime soon. Now. Didn't we fell someplace and died? I feel like that was the thing that happened. I also feel like we want Spiral Steam, I think, because I want a stage. I want a slime stage. That's the one thing that I am demanding before we put a bow on the game, that we need to have a slime stage. That is going to be important for us. So in order to get that, we need pink plorts. That's sorted. Like pink plorts, no fucking problem. But Spiral Steam, we are gonna need the Spiral Steam. Oh, Kronos, it is so good to see you. I hope that you're very well. I hope that you're just like the most ganky that you could possibly be. I hope that you are right now with gankiness. Oh, Hive! Love to see you as well, Hive. I hope that your gankiness is through some roof. Boom plorts and pink plorts. Pink plorts are easy. The Twitch sidebar is a liar. It lied. I mean, it does that, though. It is so rude. It is so utterly rude. We need to have a talk with the Twitch sidebar, I think, and be like, you're no good. You're no rock and roll fun. Holy shit. Oh god, they escaped. They escaped and they're blowing the shit out of my chickens. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dave. It's these poor chickens. These poor chickens. Oh, rabbits, it is wonderful here. It is wonderful here. It is wonderful to have you here. I hope that you're doing very well. These slimes are getting out of hand. I may need to move a couple of these elsewhere, because it's kind of a whole thing, honestly. So I recently learned a thing about the random trading cards you get from playing Steam games. Ooh. Inform us, Kronos. What is this thing that you have learned? Are they not, in fact, random? Is that... because I noticed you got, like, a question mark there. Pink plorts. Give us these pink plorts. Hook our ass up with some pinkies. I know that you could trade in the cards for badges, which have always been almost 100% useless. Apparently you can sell them for chump change, and surprise, surprise, I scrounge up enough to purchase a mori. Yes, that is a thing that you can do with the trading cards, and I have bought, not recently, but I have bought a number of fairly cheap games with trading cards. When I first was doing the Steam thing, I was trading them in for badges, and like that was kind of silly, honestly. The badges never meant anything, and just like it took forever to level up your badge, and it just seemed like more trouble than use. Alice, it is wonderful to see you. I listened to your podcast. Alice, you deserve you and Ludo both deserve some kind of medal for the sacrifices you've made for the community, because holy shit, did stealing Harvard sound like a giant pile of dog turds. Like, a large number of dog turds stacked on top of each other to form the shape of Tom Green giving a middle finger to all trans people in the world. I feel like that was, like, basically the thing. I'm not sure if that's entirely correct, but that was kind of the impression that I got. Also, y'all are watching Warriors for your next one, and that's... I'm looking forward to that podcast, because Warriors is, a lot. It is a lot. To loop back around, although it probably shouldn't burn out topics as quickly as I do, how are you finding Omori Chronos? Because I haven't played it, but I watched like a YouTube breakdown on it, and it seems like a lot. It definitely seems like it's kind of a lot. Advanced pump. Now we want to go to the dry wastes. I think that's what it's called. The dry wastes, I think, have the steam stuff that we need for our stage. Warriors in some movie about Italian street gangs. It's not Outsiders, because Outsiders, I don't think they're Italian. Is there also an advanced dump? We do not support NFTs here on the Rancho del Slimero. Is that... is that... I don't think that's proper, I don't think that's actually proper Spanish. But definitely there's... We only pump, we do not dump. Okay, dry reef. This is where we want to be. Even though there's nothing really good here. Install that pump, and I guess we just activate it? Oh, no. That's how we screwed it up the last time. So this is good. The other movie's called The Wanderers. It's by the director of the 70s Body Snatcher movie. Now, that's interesting. I'm not really aware of any of his other work. But 70s Body Snatchers is kind of a lot. And you've got both Jeff Goldblum and Leonard Nimoy, who kind of... Would that count as like a passing of the torch? Because they both kind of have that weird geek scientist cred going for them. And they're both kind of shitty people, if I recall correctly. Like, I think Leonard Nimoy turned out to be like a really bad dad? I might be mixing up my gossips, but I feel like that's a thing. It's a lot of fun when it isn't crushing me under its weight, and I mean that in a good way. Okay, I'm glad you're having fun with it then. And sometimes the weight crushing under, if it's to a worthwhile purpose, that can have meaning in a game. That can definitely be... I don't want to use worth and worthwhile in the same bit, but I guess I just kind of did. It's a sponge tree. Just like Little Big Planet. God. I've actually got the itch to make something in Little Big Planet. Like, I've got no real direction at the moment, but like, I want to do something. I cannot suck up the Lucky Slime, and I hate that. And it eats meat, and I have no meat for it, so I'm sorry, Lucky Slime. I just want to do like a fun little... Just like a fun little platformer. Nothing fancy, which is kind of impossible for me, but... I've been playing LBP for fun recently, and that's a bizarre feeling. That's like a thing that I almost never do. I mean, I have fun playing it, but like, I mean, I'm almost exclusively playing LBP for either episodes or the stream. So to just kind of like sit down and play levels, I don't really remember the last time that I did that. Make a level with monkey bars. That way it'll become so cursed you can't get rid of it and are obligated to finish it no matter what. That seems like... Bonus point if this... Oh my god. Kronos, like, do I hate players that much? I don't know that I do. I might. But I don't... It's hard to say. Upward slanted monkey bars are so awful. And honestly, anybody who engages in them really should kind of just have a sit down with themselves and think about what they're doing. Oh, Squill! Wonderful to see you as well tonight. I hope that you're doing very well, that life is being kind to you. Make a level with bar monkeys so everyone can laugh at their drunken antics. You know, that idea has some legs on it. I kinda like it. It was a rough day today. I am sorry to hear that. I hope that by chilling out with us for a little while, that we can take at least a little bit of the rough edge off of it. Rough days aren't very fun. Which I guess is like one of those really completely silly things to say, but it is no less the truth for that. Could you slime stop fucking with me, basically? I would love that. Why are you beating me up like this? You almost cried in front of 50 kids? Oh my gosh. You don't have to unpack that if you don't feel comfortable doing so, but if you do, I would be more than willing to have you bend my ear. But I am sorry to hear that. I hope it wasn't those kids being asswipes, because I would be Roth. And not like Dave Roth or Ira Roth or a Roth earned runs average? No, that's not right. A Roth something average. I don't know, but I would be angry. That's what I'm gonna go with. Is there anything else here for us? I guess not. I feel like we've kind of picked this place clean. I found out today, this is not like connected to any other conversation, but just as something to kind of like eat up space for a moment. There is apparently going to be hello brain meats, would you like to work? Any day now. There's apparently gonna be a siren event here in Tokyo, but it's at a theme park and the tickets are like 35 bucks to get in. Well, they're 3,500 yen, so, you know, do your conversions to whatever that may happen to be. And I'm feeling all kinds of ways about that because, like, you know, I love me some Siren, and I would absolutely go to a Siren event, but I'm not like, I can't, like, just dump down the cash. Rabbit says, I've been feeling sort of empty in regards to playing games lately since finishing Elden Ring. Okay. Is it something that you just need like a little bit of break from games for a while, Rabbits? Or like did Elden Ring just kind of smash you? That doesn't sound right. That's not like the word that I want, but hopefully you'll understand the word that I want. Hold on, let me quick, I want to make sure I give the attention this it deserves. Quill says, got to work ready for a fun day. Immediately had to deal with a kid getting hit and 3 other issues all at once. A kid asked me if she could call me gay, then laughed with their friends, but I never found out what that was about because there was just so much happening. Oh boy. So kind of like stimulus and responsibility overload and a complete shift in expectations. Yeah, I can see that really doing a number on your mood. I can definitely understand that being a lot to process. Now, I do know in your earlier statement that the word almost was used, almost cried in front of a bunch of kids, so at least you're able to keep yourself, like, now that's kind of shitty, right? That we have to keep ourselves, like, under control. We shouldn't have to do that. Like, sometimes when things are overbearing, we should be allowed to express the feelings that they are overbearing, but at the same time, like, that's not really super smiled upon, so... Then I spent the day being put on the spot by management to come up with games, but only getting half the space I needed to do them. Well, for fuck's sakes. Whoa. Okay, we're getting eaten. Hold on a second. I died! I died! Fucking hell. And no kids listening to me specifically while being fine with following everyone else's instructions. That's... This is a shitty day. Like, top to bottom, front to back, that's a shitty day. Cool, and I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. I'm going to keep all of my toes crossed that this is just a one-off kind of thing. That the kids were just being weird. Oh yeah, I can absolutely imagine that was a whole fuck of a lot to deal with. But at the very least, it's done with for right now. You can set that on the... To the extent that you're able to. You can set that at least on the back burner and got no kids here to deal with. And even if there were kids here, they wouldn't be your kids to deal with. They would be our kids to deal with. Because we've got a full slate of mods on deck tonight. So nobody's gonna come in here and mess around. That shit ain't gonna happen. We have got it on the lockdown. Rabbit says, I think it was so disappointing to play in the later parts that it put me off enjoying games for a while. Like, it nosedived from the top of Sisyphus's mountain. Made me feel really jaded. Huh. I feel very glad that I did not get myself invested in... Hello, Brain Meats. Would you like to work with us in Elden Ring? Because that sounds like a really shitty experience, Rabbits. Chrono says, thing is, most of my roadblocks in Elden Ring were solved by farming, and the thought of the latter half requiring even more farming was enough to put me off. That is a whole fucking mood, Kronos. And if that's the way the game is arranged, like, that does not sound like it's any fun to engage with. I've got this cough, and I am super sorry that I'm just, like, explosively coughing into the mic, but I am, in fact, explosively coughing into the mic. Quill says, been feeling more confident about how I manage work, so today was pretty humbling. That is a shitty feeling. Quill, that is a very shitty feeling. And I hope at the very least that it doesn't take too much to build up to the confidence that you had previously. What is it about the timing of things? Because I swear, the days that I am feeling the most confident about work seem to be the days where I'm most likely to somehow manage to piss off my boss and just have all that confidence go right the fuck out the window. Like, that's kind of a consistent thing, and I hate it. Rabbit says, I wish there was an entirely different leveling system in place in Elden Ring so I could just play some early game parts to my fully developed build. Huh. Is there like... Do you mean like that there's scaling leveling? So you can't go back and fight easy things? They're always going to be kind of around your level? The only game I can think of that does that, except for Disgaea, is FF8? FF8 had the scaling leveling, if I'm remembering right. There's probably like a lot of games that use that, I'm just not thinking of it. Cronus is like, I did farm when I played Bloodborne, but maybe once or twice in the first playthrough and not for very long. Sometimes it helps to keep it short and sweet. That's a mood. Like, I'm pretty sure that Disgaea 4 just killed my ability to enjoy strict grinding. Quill says, was very glad to spend the last few hours hanging out doing crafts with a kid who just wanted to ramble at me about any thought that grabbed their attention. I'm glad that the day ended on a high note then, at the very least. Hive says, doesn't Bethesda do that too? The last Bethesda game that I know that I played with like a leveling thing was Fallout 3. Wait, was that Bethesda? Was Fallout Bethesda? Like, I know Evil Within was Bethesda, but they don't have a leveling thing, so that's not really a thing. I mean, Evil Within kind of doesn't have a leveling thing. Like, some areas get new enemies, but it's not really the same. Tango Gameworks, not Bethesda Game Studios. Was Bethesda the producer on Evil Within? Like, 'cause isn't there a Bethesda connection with Evil Within? Evil Within was just published by Bethesda. Gotcha. Now, the trolley, I am on it. The whole, like, dev/publisher thing throws me off a lot. 'Cause didn't somebody evil publish Risk of Rain 2? Like, Hopo did the dev work on Risk of Rain 2, but was it Gearbox that... Right, Gearbox was the publisher. I am shocked I remembered that. Like, I am straight up shocked that I remembered that. Skyrim makes you manually make hundreds of items just to max enchantments. I hate that. I hate everything about that. And just by itself, that will keep me from ever playing Skyrim. Os! Arachnovolt, it is a pleasure to have you here as always. Fun with portals. Portals spawn arachnos. And we love that. I'm a big fan. Fallout Vegas, which was after Fallout 3, was by Obsidian, but Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 were Bethesda's. Fallout 76 is just such a train wreck, it had to be Bethesda. Do I really need to have two sets of rad jellies, like, in the same spot? That doesn't seem like it's a good idea. That seems like it's a terrible idea, honestly. Gearbox is Pitchford with the USB drive full of porn. Bethesda is... is Bobby Kotick? Bobby Kotick is Bethesda? No, wait, no, Bobby Kotick is Blizzard. Does Bethesda have, like, an evil Ubermensch? Is that Todd Howard? Is Todd Howard Bethesda? Gearbox with the embezzlement of Sega money to make Borderlands 2 instead of Aliens Colonial Marines. Gearbox. They almost had me with 76 until Todd said it was online. Todd. I hate that there is apparently a space in my brain that is like, okay, we're gonna remember who the evil Uberlords are for all the game studios that we don't actually give a sweet fuck all about. And that's just gonna be a part of our brain meats that we're never gonna get back. Bob, don't keyboard smash at me. Look at this charming set of slimes in a jacket. Just smashing the keyboard at us. Arachno says, I never finished a clean playthrough of Skyrim. I always used the busted alchemy and enchantment loop to make characters who could just fist fight Daedric lords while hogtied and inebriated. That sounds like fun. Rabbit says, I'm thinking I should finish Zelda Wild Breath or start one of the Niers. Nier Automata is fabulous. I kind of enjoyed what I played of Nier Replicant, but I had to sell it before I could get too deep into it. But I will definitely go to bat for Automata. I think it is just great. Holy shit, did I miss a fish fact? I feel like I saw a fish mark scroll by earlier. Oh shit, I did. Hold on a second. I missed a fish fact. And this is not good. I will not let this fish fact go unread. Well shit, where did it go? No, I saw that. Where's my fish mark? There it is. A blue lobster is a result of a rare genetic mutation. It is theorized that 1 in 2 million lobsters are blue. Oh my god! The blue lobster is the shiny Pokemon of the real world? I love it. I love everything about that. And also I didn't notice that you were, reposting the fish fact, so I was just like, I was searching that before. Ragnos has never played Automata, so I'm excited for the Switch port. You did mention it, but there's no reason not to mention it twice. Like, my memory is for absolute shit, Arachno. Like, there's a few things, like, I nailed down, but a lot of things, like, skitter out of the corners of my brain meats, so, yeah, getting a reminder is not a problem. And I really enjoyed Automata a lot. I know that there's people who say that for a Platinum game, it is not as, like, fluid in the combat systems as something, for example, like Bayonetta or Bayonetta 2. But I kind of honestly found... I never played Bayonetta 2, but as much as I liked Bayonetta for being everything that Bayonetta is, I almost found it a little bit too zippy for me. And I found the same thing about, like, Devil May Cry. So I feel like Nier Automata was a good mid-range that I could actually... I could grasp getting combat to work, and it felt like I was doing something neat, even though it might not have been something particularly impressive to someone who's got more of a handle on combat systems. Hyde says, Automata spends too much effort on being a good game to go too far down the Yokotaro hates people who play his game's design ethos of Drakengard Nier Replicant. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if I got deep enough into Replicant to feel the hatred that Yokotada has for his players, and I really mostly remember them from Let's Plays, so I've got a more solid feeling of the stories than I do for the actual gameplay. Kronos' combat for both Niers. Replicant is a bit of a slow burn. Oh, fudge. Chat! I love chat, but it's flopping all over the place. But that Automata managed to do a bit better. Okay, yeah. Quill says Blobster, and we love Blobster. Rabbit says, sounds like several votes for Automata. Maybe I'll just get the story things in Zelda Breath done and get started on Tomatoes afterwards. There's that. Like, I know that Automata is a sequel, but I played it pretty much having no idea about that, Hive, and I was still able to get what felt to me a complete experience from it, so, like, that feels like kind of a rarity in sequels to me, where, like, I feel like, yes, if you go into it with, like, knowledge of all of the stuff, you'll get more from it, but that it does work cohesively and coherently as its own unit. Rabbit says I have a soft spot for the concept of Kane, I have to admit. I did like Kane. I did like Kane an awful lot from what I got to see of her. And Kronos says, alternatively, I can also recommend Neko Navy, which is 15 minutes of fun per play. Kronos is right. Neko Navy is an awful lot of fun. And it's very zippy. Oh shit, I think, like, we might have lost some of our chicos. But I don't know which ones we've lost. Fudge, I might not be able to feed Bob, and that makes me sad. Oh, you only wanted one of those. Okay, so we need another stony hen. They all look the fucking... Oh, I could just, like, check the corner, and it would tell me what kind of hen it is. I have no stony hens. I'm gonna have to go out and get one of those. Arachno says Astral Chain is my guilty pleasure platinum game. I love the style and world of Astral Chain, but the cop stuff is really icky. That's a whole mood. That is very fair. Hive says I was very confused for a lot of my playthrough because I had experienced Replicant first. Okay. Zwei 2 is a great standalone, but nobody knows that's what Zwei is, so it doesn't count. Why do I... Like, that's familiar, but I think it's familiar because you've brought it up before. Hive says I do love that Replicant is a sequel to the spiteful joke ending of Drakengard. Is, like... The spiteful joke ending, is that the one where, like, everything turns to salt? Although, wait. Was there a game where we said that we weren't going to go into any spoilers because somebody hadn't played it recently? Was that Arachno telling us... Was that you, Arachno, that we promised not to get into spoilers for? In which case, I'll be careful. That was Nier. Okay. I don't want to spoil anybody's experience before they get a chance at it. I'm glad that memory popped up in my brain meats. Go me, like 2 seconds too late. I wish Outer Worlds wasn't so busy with wait, what? Quill says, I wish Outer Worlds wasn't so busy with anti-capitalism. That's... And that feels like a odd thing to say, so I'm not sure if I'm misreading what you mean. Don't we usually like to have the anti-capitalism in our games, or is it ham-fisted about it? It's the most liberal take on... Okay. Gotcha. I got like a couple of there was like a couple of question marks that just popped up in my head. Like, what? Wait, what? Did we suddenly get on the pro-capitalist fence? Don't recommend playing Drakengard. It is a genuinely awful game. I remember some of the sisters' stories being pretty gross in Drakengard. But I can't 100% pinpoint why I have that memory. But probably if I did dig it out, then I would want to put CWs on it, I feel like. Eat the chickens! Bob is eating chickens. No, why do you think... Or what do they think? Does it promote abolishing money instead of capital or something? Okay, that's Outer Worlds. That's not... it's not Drakengard. Yeah, I don't remember anything about money in Drakengard. Anti-capitalism in Outer Worlds is kind of the entire thing it does. Its spiritual predecessor Fallout had anti-imperialism to discuss, which kept it from feeling like the writer read Marx last week and got hyper-fixated. Gotcha. I am on your trolley. I have purchased a ticket to your trolley and would like to be informed when we reach the station. Watching a playthrough of Drakengard 3 is odd. I've never experienced a more nothing game than Drakengard 3. Okay. I should sit down with Halloween's playthrough again. Why are you being so stingy with the spiral steam? Do you not understand that I need to make a stage for my slimes? Fallout New Vegas also had multiple ways to approach quests and problems, and Outer Worlds has like capitalism bad or capitalism good, or I will enrich myself. It, like, is I will enrich myself not capitalism good? Is it like a weird pro-feudalist take? I'm just trying to think of like how one would enrich oneself outside of a system of capital without going into like feudalism. It's the loner option. Okay. I'm a lone wolf. Nobody understands me. I'm just gonna wear my trench coat, take my dual katana, and fly. Chrono says it flies right off the rails so often you don't even realize it did so in the first place. Fair enough. Also, I think these guys eat veggies, so let's feed them. Vampire Masquerade Classic. Indeed. These vampires. Nobody understands them. Mom. You don't get me, Mom. It's more capitalist bad, corporation good, and gimme money. That sounds so weak sauce. Y'all are supposed to be chilling out. I got you music, goddammit. The music was for you to chill the fuck out with your explosions? What is wrong with y'all? Here, look, okay? I'm gonna give you carrots. Just eat your carrots and be happy, okay? I do like Drakengard 3 for being a bizarre game. I keep on forgetting that there's so many Drakengards. There's probably like 40, but they're all just sitting on Yogotato's hard drive somewhere. I did this one after a long night of karaoke. Well, there's 3 published, but there's the 40 other secret Dragon Guards that nobody knows about. The stage plays and extra content. Eat my plorts! Our man's Yokotaro was given a game. Oh shit, I broke it? I broke it! Or I didn't? Like, I think I crashed the market? Our man's Yokotaro was given a game to make that was meant to be one game, but also told to make it like another game, while also making it like the first type of game. The original director got fired, and now I'm the director, and I have no budget and a bunch of newbies, so I will write wild stuff. And we love him for it. And that's the story of Drakengard 1. And Kronos says also, I can hammer my point by saying none of the endings are canon. The apparent real ending is a modified version of one of the game endings in, I think, a manga or novella. The absolute, like, just the chutzpah. Yokotara's got, like, just cast iron brass chutzpah. And I love it. Like, I know he's also maybe a little bit gross sometimes about some things. I appreciate the fact and I recognize the fact, but, like, you know, he brings it. He brings it to the party. Wait, hold on. What did I miss? I got a bright yes from Arachno. Yes, there's an important decision early on where you have to decide which group gets power, the company town that's slowly dying out, or the smaller but thriving commune. I chose the commune. Fudge. Give me a second. I chose the town because it hurt fewer people. Then I convinced the town leader to leave and let the commune leader take over so she can actually prove for the people. And the game chastised me for destroying the commune as if the only options were corpo or no. That's weird. And Quill says, I respect Yokotaro's openness about being horny on main. And yeah, like, I'm kind of in the same boat, Quill. Like, you can read it, and I don't think it's unfair to necessarily read it as a little bit gross, but he's upfront with it. He generally tries not to be disgusting about it. And I can appreciate it. You know, he's right there. He's like, this is what I like. This is what I'm going for. If you're here for it, join me. He's not going to surprise you. Arachnos says also the market board froze up because the prices change every day at midnight. Don't steal this from me, Arachno. I thought I broke capitalism, okay? I was proud of my breaking of capitalism. But I must say, this is from Kronos. I must say, I think I prefer this approach better than Kingdom Hearts, where there's important material across 12 plus games. Fuck Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I appreciate that, you know, Kingdom Hearts is important to some folks, and if they get something from it, that's super cool, but, like, it ain't for me. Not in the least. Just break capitalism again. Easy. I am trying to do that thing. Kronos every day and in every way. Trying to break capitalism. Wish, this is from Quill. Wish Yokotaro would team up with an equally horny lesbian. Would make the best horny game ever. I support this manifesto. Quill, I I am here for your manifesto. I would like to subscribe to your newsletter. And I will have my legal department get in touch with Mr. Tato. Hive says you could give power to the commune instead of the company town, and then you go back to the company town after diverting power to the commune, and the game is like, hey, guess what? All the sick people are locked in the hospital now, and it's your fault. Feel bad. And it's like, ah yes, the sick people in the hospital that weren't getting treated and were getting fined because they were damaging company property themselves. Game, you're not doing a really good job here. I hate that. I hate it all. I hate every last word in that, and I need it to stop. Oh, I don't have a way to open this yet, so I just I did this for no reason. Us! Buttons! It is wonderful to see you, Buttons. I hope that life is treating you very kindly, and if it's not, I will punch it in the nose. Metaphorically. Because life doesn't have a physical body. But if life goes and gets embodied, look out, buddy. Because I'm gonna be right there. I'm not gonna have life giving Buttons a hard time. Ain't gonna happen, not on my watch. Also, the commune is... Whoa, hey, whoa, what the fuck, Hive? The commune was fertilizing its crops using people. So, okay, I need to kind of unpack a little bit. So, wait, what? What the actual fuck? Why would you, what? Why, what? So, like, if you help the commune, you lock the people in the death hospital, where they don't get help, but also you support the mulching of undesirables? I mean, I'm assuming that these people are chosen by a really shitty selection process to really drive home the fact that you are, in fact, a bastard. Rabbits asks, Hive, you probably don't mean employing people to poop on their field? I'm gonna guess a big no on that one, Rabbits. It's just a guess, but I'm gonna guess no. Cool says setting in Outer Worlds is inhospitable to Earth crops. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why would it not be? Soylent tofu is made from people! You animals! Their bodies from a cemetery. Oh, I'm sure. They're waiting till people die of natural causes to turn them into fertilizer for their crops. Yeah, see, okay, I'm pressing X to doubt here. This is me, I'm pressing X, and I'm doubting. Because that sounds like bullshit. The third option you can take is to trick everyone into losing power and taking power on that planet for yourself. So you become like Lord Humongous, but probably not supporting of queer rights. Fish fact now or nah? I've got 3 more on the back burner. I will leave this to you, Kronos. I will allow you to dole out your fish facts as you feel they are applicable. Hive says people die of natural causes at an incredibly high rate because the company doesn't care enough to keep them alive. This just seems like a Malatroyska doll of just shitty world building. And I don't quite know where to start. And I know I said that wrong. And I know I say it wrong all the time. It's just gonna have to go up there with Marnar Trench. Chrono says I'll put one down now and then repost it later before doing the next one. That sounds like a good idea. That works for me. I'm absolutely here for that. Now we gotta make another frickin'... They're gonna tease us. They are gonna completely tease us about this, the dealy bobber that I need. 3 more spiral steams. We're never getting that shit. Scallops have up to... Well then. That's hell. Scallops have up to 200 microscopic eyes lining the mantle of their shells. Like, just think of the costs of going to the optometrist for fucking scallops. That seems wildly unfair. I'm not down with that. They also have to pay for their graves, and their families incur debt for the destruction of company property because they count as company property. So it's probably just easier for the commune to take the unburied bodies that couldn't afford a plot. This game couldn't afford a fucking plot. I don't know if that's true, but like, the joke was sitting right there, and there ain't no way I wasn't gonna take it. The coolest thing in Outer Worlds is the ace lesbian and the pirate company leader who's an alien conspiracy theorist. I feel oddly touched that there's ace lesbian rep in that game. Quill, that is actually pretty cool. You get exactly 1 point Outer Worlds. And that's it, just the 1. It sounds like an amazing video idea for microscope channels, the scalps, not the bodies. I mean, you could put a body under a microscope, but you're not like gonna get much more out of it than just taking skin cells and putting them under a microscope. I mean, the interest of the body is more on the macro scale. But that might just be me. I need cat plorts. And I also need meat to feed my cats. Hive says the most realistic thing in Outer Worlds is no one could pronounce the ace lesbian's name. Okay. You get to set her up with a lady and help plan a super sweet date for them later. I love that. I honestly think that's great. I would like for more games to have... What do I want to say? What is the word that I want to say? You just fucking ate the shit out of that chicken, mate. Is blended sexualities, like, would that be a term that I could use for that? Does that make sense? Like, being both ace and lesbian as kind of a blend? Parvati? Wait. I mean, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but... Asexual homo-romantic would probably be closer. Okay. It's like a split between sexual and romantic attraction. Gotcha. Wait, is that how I pronounce the name? Did I get it? Woohoo! Wait, hold on a second. Wait. Let me, before I woohoo, did I pronounce the name like it's supposed to be pronounced, or did I pronounce the name like white people pronounce it? Because I realize your statement is ambiguous. Okay. Wait. That's how they incorrectly pronounce the name. Well, fuck. I'm rescinding my woohoo now. Now I feel kind of ways. Don't eat this chicken. You don't get to eat this chicken. I'm taking this chicken for myself, thank you very much. Darn it! Darn it! Darn it! I said it the white way. Pavuti. Pavuti. Okay. Huh. Alright. I'm not used to an A having an sound, but that ain't nobody's business but mine? That's not what I want. That's not the phrase I want. That's my fuck up and my fuck up alone. That's the phrase that I want. Actually, I need these chickens. I am sorry. I need to have these chickens. Oh shit! Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, we're gonna die. We have 100 rads. How are we not dead? I would like to not have 100 rads now. Parvati. English doesn't have the same mouth sounds. Gotcha. Y'all get the hens, cause you've got the, you got the cats. I've been saying it wrong too. I say it as it's spelt, but ignore the R. Okay. Oh shit. No! Get out of there, tar! No! Fuck! I will not let the tar eat my lovelies. Oh shit, what am I even doing? Fuck! Damn it, tars! Do not harm my lovelies! My poor sweetums. And I didn't even get any cat slimes out of it. I ate it. I'm hearing a tar sound. And oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh, excuse me! That shit's not gonna fly! You're eating all of my rare explodey dudes! You cannot! I will not allow it! Fuck you! There's a tar right behind me. Oh my god, all my explodemons! They died! The fucking tars! The absolute bastards! Oh my sweetums, come back to me. You poor thing, I am so sorry. There's a very sweet kid at work whose name requires a cheerful tone to pronounce properly, and I think that's amazing. I love that. That sounds sweet as fuck. In both meanings of that phrase. Get a corral. We want high walls. We want an air net. We want a plort collector. One day I randomly visited Rotten Tomatoes and there was an article, was RT wrong about Jurassic World? And I was like, yeah, it was. And then I went to the article, and the article was like, yeah, we were wrong. Jurassic World is much better than critics said it was, and I turned into the Joker. Oh my god, Hive, you should not have to deal with that. They should feel ashamed for that. That is, I hate, like, everything about that. Why would they say such things? That is just like, that's senseless. That is honestly senseless. Why? How could those words come out of a person's mouth? I mean, they didn't come out of anybody's mouth. They're on the screen, but you know. Chronos says I watched like the first 40 minutes of Jurassic World, and that's only because it was playing during off lesson in school. It sucks, Chronos. It is so bad. Like, it does not get any better. At any point. Because they believe that pandering to populism is the right thing to do. I hate that. It is actively hateful. It is. You are not wrong. And the only, like, good thing about it, and this is good with an extremely large number of qualifiers, but good in like a 1950s pulp sci-fi kind of way. The clone girl who feels communion with the clone dinosaurs because they're all clones. And didn't they go and retcon her? Because that's like the only thing that I found amusing about the series at all. Oh shit! Oh, reposted. Gotcha. I hate that. Like that's the only thing I could possibly get behind in Jurassic World because it is so goddamn silly. It is so unbelievably silly. Like I can't help but laugh. And so that's the part that they would take out. Because of course it is. Because Jurassic World hates fun. Now I gotta go get some freaking... I gotta get more chickens. Why do you make me do this, game? With your chickens. Oh, you come with me. You get into the pen. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was better than Jurassic World because despite having a much worse script, it was a better directed movie with an actual horror director who wanted to see how much of a horror movie he could make. It gave us Dinosaur Nosferatu. Like, are we talking Nosferatu in the Vampire the Masquerade sense, or Nosferatu in the Max Schreck sense? Wait, Max Schreck? Max Schrenk? Shit. I forget the actor's name. I hate that. I hate that for us. In the latter, I kind of love everything about that. That statement is completely silly as hell, and I love it. Victor! Hook us up, yo! I want 12 pink slimes and 8 boom slimes. Gotcha. Maybe the Nosferatu in SpongeBob episode where he was caught flickering the light switch. I mean, I feel like I can't read anything about SpongeBob and not think it's like a weird euphemism. I want to see a raptor act out the Dracula scenes from Nosferatu. I mean, I'd be okay with that. What am I even looking for? Boom slimes, right? I've not seen an entire episode of SpongeBob, so I will take your words for it. I trust you and believe that you would not steer me wrong. Oh fudge! Didn't we have... No, that was something else. That was Tangle Slimes. Tangle Slimes are what we couldn't find last time. I do not need you, chicken. Go to hell, chicken. There. Feed the ravenous maws of these things. Oh, shit. No, you're supposed to eat the chicken, not me. Boom slimes. Oh, shit! Fudge! God damn it, the controller was like acting nice for a while. My hubris! That's what literally happens. One of the episode's main mysteries was the lights flickering on and off, and at the very end, out of nowhere, with no... They figure out it was Nosferatu with no foreshadowing whatsoever, and then the episode ends. I mean, I'm okay with this. Give me boom slimes or give me death. But preferably boom slimes because I would like Victor to like me. Victor, do you like me? Yes, no? Mainly because I just want Victor to hook us up with a jacket. Because that jacket is... I would like to use the term fly, but it feels extremely white coming out of my mouth, so I'm gonna kind of not. But at the same time, Victor's jacket is in fact quite fly. Boom slimes, where? Why must you be like this? It's such a silly resolution, but timeless in its execution. It sounds like fun, and I am a big fan of fun. We are here for that. I'm sorry, just for like a minute or so, I may not look at chat just because if I miss these boom slimes, I will never find them. We needed 8, right? 8 boom slimes? Was that it? I'll take a lucky 9 just to be safe. Because everybody knows that in Japanese, 9 is a lucky number. Quill says, a finger on the monkey's paw hath curled, and I have to watch Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom to see my desired content. You know, it's a thing that exists. It exists. No. 9 is an unlucky number because one of its readings is a homophone for pain. So 4 and 9 are kind of historically considered lucky numbers, with some people also considering 13 to be a lucky number, but that's more of an imported thing. Kind of like 7 is also considered a lucky number, but really 8 is the traditional lucky number. Victor, hook me up with your jacket. I just want your jacket, okay? What? Hi! What? I mean, there wasn't an exclamation point, so I feel like we're okay, but did I say a wrong? Did I do it wrong? I hope not. But I do sometimes. Fallen Kingdom is the closest we're going to get to a Dino Crisis movie. I hate that. Hive, why? I hate that. You're not wrong. And you're right to say it, but I still hate it. Accidentally destroyed a week's progress on my cookie clicker save. What is today? Today is the 7th. It is a Thursday? I'm pretty sure it's a Thursday. I had work Tuesday. We did the stream last... Excuse me for the hiccups. Had work Tuesday. We did the stream last night. So that must make today a Thursday. Time zone dependent, of course. The appropriate response to lost save data? LOL. Fucking Lamau. Today is in fact Thursday. I love that for us. But also, I keep on getting profile corruptions in LBP, so I don't know if I agree with your assessment about lolling at lost save data, because lost save data makes a sad squirrel cry, and you don't want to cry in squirrel. That shit's not cool. Or maybe you do, Maybe that's just the kind of person that you are? Is that the kind of person that you are? Is that the kind of person that you want to be? Garbo Day is Wednesday over here. Garbo Day is every day over here, but that's because the LDP is in charge. And they continue to talk. And I want them to stop talking. Honestly. LDP is like really leaning into the anti-queer stuff recently, so that's, as the kids say, super fucking cool. Hive says, cool, please watch Fallen Kingdom and tell me how awful it is while also being the most awesome Jurassic Park movie since Jurassic Park. That's... I mean, that's kind of a weird take. Says, I misheard that as LBP, and my first thought was great, now what? One, that would be awesome. I would love if Little Big Planet were the ruling party of the Japanese Diet. I feel like we would get a lot more accomplished, and Japan would be a better world. Wait, that's not a better world. Japan would be a better country for its many citizens and non-citizens, because Little Big Planet is immigrant friendly. It is well established by the series. I do think there was a bit of kerfluffle on LBP Twitter regarding queer stuff, but I'm very, very slightly adjacent to LBP Twitter because I always forget that it exists. So I don't know what the issue was. Oh, Lambda Knight! Hey, how you doing, yo? I missed you come in because I was like... I was flooping, basically. It is wonderful to have you here. I hope that you're doing exceptionally well tonight. That life is not giving you any more stress than you feel like you can deal with. Because I think asking life to give us no stress is probably that's like a giant ask right at the moment. Slimy shenanigans. Oh, Hiruna, when did you slip in? Was it when I was just jawing? Because sometimes when I get to jawing, I don't look at the chat, and then like everybody comes in. LBP is love. It is super cute programming. I love Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet is my jam. We will be doing, actually tomorrow night is going to be an LBP stream, and you'll get to see the joy of this is the like general you to everybody watching. The joy of my controller being really wonky because the backup controller that I'm using seems to like down inputs randomly, which means I constantly change layers, which means if creators haven't set their uploaded creations to no manual drops, I just run off the edges of layers and die constantly. It was so much fun. Doing pretty well at the moment, thank you. That is wonderful to hear. I really like to know that folks are weathering all the bullshit that we're constantly being asked to weather. We shouldn't have to, but if we've gotta, I would rather that we actually are accomplishing that. Hiruna says, also completely forgot to mention, yesterday I'm going on holiday in Sydney on the 10th. Fancy fucking pants, Hirunda. I hope that you enjoy your holiday. Are you gonna live it up? Are you gonna dress like a rock star? I think you should dress like a rock star. I mean, don't take that as like canon, like you have to dress like a rock star, but I think you could pull off the look. Enjoy your time in Sydney. I have never been to the lovely Down Under. I'm actually a little bit afraid. Well, we've discussed my issues with spiders, but like I don't know if I could. Oh, you absolute you! Why would you do that? You were supposed to bring balance to the slimes, and then you just completely did not do that thing. Where... I know that I heard another slime being all evil. Oh, crap, got a fish fact. Oh, crumbs. The giant Pacific octopus is the longest living species of octopus on the Earth. They live an average of 3 years. That seems like... I feel like they deserve more. Just because octopus are love, and we are here for octopus rep. I feel like they deserve more time on this blasted Earth. Blasted here in the sense of scorched, not blasted as in like, darn it. Octopi have been nerfed too much by nature. Really though, I guess if they were any stronger, then that would be like, it would be too much. The world could not handle the absolute power of the octopi. Lambda says I did not know that. That is sad. I love octopuses so much. They deserve a longer life. They do, though. Octopuses are... I was gonna say whack and or fly, but then I remembered that whack is actually a bad thing. And that's sad, because I'm old, and I'm old enough to know that whack is a pejorative. It is not a superlative. We need a pump. I still don't think we've got enough for one. I'm gonna be super salty if we don't get... I might extend the stream just to get this frickin' stage. Alice is looking at the weather and turning into the Joker when I see that in a couple of days it's gonna be... Oh my... Fucking hell, Alice! Alice, you're getting your water, right? Like, you are definitely staying hydrated. I'm not gonna need to worry more than I just generally do because I'm me. Four more tabby plorts. Yes to the hydration, and that makes me very happy. I am glad to hear that, and I hope that it continues. Alice says I've got good tap water and also like 20 water bottles. I'm doing the thumbs up here, which is kind of senseless because, you know, there's no webcam, but I'm doing the thumbs up skis. Lambda says, if you don't like spiders so much, if you have a problem with spiders, Colorado would be great. The only spider of medical significance in Colorado is the Black Widow. I mean... Excuse the cough there for a second, but like... I feel like a sentence that starts with the only spider of significance and ends with the Black Widow is kind of like 10-year-old me just completely freaked the fuck out. Because 10-year-old me was convinced that she would find Black Widows just basically every fucking where. Because all the comics and movies told us that Black Widows were super dangerous. Super dangerous, and far more likely than you think. Black Widows were like the quicksand of spiders. As absurd as that sounds. And I kind of hate that those words came out of my mouth, but they did. I don't need this chickadoo. Oh no, shit! No! Lambda, you're okay. You're 100% okay. My arachnophobia is, thankfully, very much of a meat space in my face kind of thing. Like, thinking about spiders doesn't really bother me, talking about spiders doesn't really bother me, but spiders being where I am, suddenly all the switches are thrown. So, like, to just chat about it in chat is not gonna trip my triggers. Hidunda says New Zealand has the least deadly spider you can run into. Its last fatality was a century ago, and its last bite on a human was an odd 50 years ago until a Canadian nudist got bit. Now, I feel like the nudist part of that story is important somehow, and I'm kind of worried about that. Feed in my tabbies, because I gotta get my tabby plorts. They run from everything. They're very unlikely to bite if they can avoid it. See, this is the crap of growing up, I feel like, in the 80s, because the 80s had this thing about, like, let's scare everybody about arthropods. So it was, you know, it was killer bees swooping in from Mexico and gonna kill everything with their killer bee powers. And of course the spiders aplenty. All the stories about the black widows and the brown recluses, which, I mean, honestly, the brown recluses will, like, fuck up your day, but they're not, like, under every nook and cranny. And they failed, they neglected to mention in all of these stories that black widows are apparently easily spooked and run from everything. I didn't know that. They are cat spheres. They are cat slimes. We have the base variety of the tabby slime and the hybrid variety of the pink tabby largo, because I need tabby slime plorts to make a pump to get some stuff. And we can make it. Good. Excellent. Let us fabricate this pump. We have fabricated it. Brown recluses are kind of assholes, but they're easy to avoid. This is good to know. I will not frighten anybody with stories of the brown recluse. Why? Okay, the Y here is not directed at anybody. The Y is directed at Automod. Automod, we have specifically vetted the word asshole singular previously. Why do you need to have the word assholes in plural also vetted? Honestly now, Automod, get your shit together. Landon says I prefer my cat's cat-shaped, but I also love cat spheres. That's fair. That is 100% fair. I love cats of all varieties. Even when they are terrorists bent on world domination, fueled by the powers of very poor translation. I am here for it. That was cats, right? Like the whole all your base are belong to us, that was cats? Because assholes are plural, that's like a million times more hurtful. I hate that. I hate that, Kronos. And I hate that you're right. I don't know, like on the one hand, I dig programs trying to like cover every base, but when the bases being covered are bullshit, it just makes more work for us. If you want to see a cute spider, look up the peacock spider. Kawaii desu ne. I love the one spiders. The one spiders. That doesn't make any sense, Visco. Why would you need to work on this? Like, English is your whole thing. You could do this. The one type of spider that I am completely okay with in meat space are those really itty-bitty, tiny, like fuzzy spiders that hop around all over the place. I love the absolute dickens out of those spiders, and they are so cute. They are just absolutely adorable. They're like the tiniest teddy bears of the spider kingdom. How can you not fall in love? Hedonist says, but cylinder-shaped cats can be stored neatly and preserve pressure just as nicely. I suppose, you know, if you've got to go off into space, and storage room is a concern, that would be something that you would want to have in the back of your mind. Kronos says clearly MM had it right the first time. I've never used the word happened ever since I picked up LBP1 back in 2010? Nope, and never. LBP's LBP is its own beast as far as the auto modding, and I hate that it's semi-necessary because there are assholes out there. You would think that LBP wouldn't be the kind of game that would attract them, but it does. Lambda says, let me see if I could pronounce this right. Saltikidae? Saltikidae? Peacock spiders are a member of that family. Okie dokie. I like that. And Zero Wing, that was cats. Yes. Yes. I got a, not a natural 20, I think, on my pop culture roll, but like a pretty good score on the pop culture roll. I'm proud of that. The feeling that LBP is primarily a UGC powered game that will always come with strings attached. I know you're right, Kronos. I just hate it. Like, I know it's a little bit silly to kind of want one thing to just say pure and wholesome in this veil of sorrow that we live in. I've been around the block enough times to know that that is just asking for trouble. But I still kind of would love for that to be the case. Do we actually know what happened was censored in LBP? And I don't think so. I don't know. But just to say on the sunny side of things, let's not speculate too deeply. Because most everything that got, I mean, not that I'm worried about any of y'all, but most everything that did get censored kind of loops back to a slur somehow. So, Centipede is censored. Okay, that is whack. That is absolutely whack. S sounding C in Assault Aside, but otherwise perfect. Words, honestly though. What is with words? Why do they gotta be words like that? Hello? Chicken? Okays? Yes, Bob. I will hook your ass up with chickens. Now, you want stony chickens and you want hens. Do I have 5 stony chickens? I bet I do not. I swear, the one thing I definitely don't miss about English teaching was trying to teach pronunciation. Because that sucked. That always sucked. And the worst thing about trying to teach pronunciation was after you say a word enough times, like pronunciation and intonation, saying a word enough times and it just stops sounding right. Language is whack. Why can't we communicate in pure thought? Cats, what are you doing? I mean, I know you're hungry, but what, in fact, are you doing? They're cheesed off. I'm so sorry, cats. I will hook you up, but it will be later. I would be okay with communicating in pure thought as long as we can, like... As long as we can throw up the barriers, like just omnidirectional telepathy, seems like it would be very frustrating. Hooked on phonics work. Oh my god. I want to ask if you were like a child of the 90s. Lambda, but I don't want to ask for any more information than you would be comfortable revealing. But, like, Hooked on Phonics has definitely taken a step in the Wayback Machine. Cool, so I thought you were going to say, as long as we could throw up the horns. We could always throw up the horns. There ain't nothing gonna stop us from throwing the horns. Wait, do not jump into the soup. We know that the soup is dangerous. Chimkin! Chimkin! I wonder if Hooked on Phonics helped any kids. I mean, I guess any system will find its adherence, that it actually, like, does good work for, but it just always seemed to be a running joke. Listen, Tar, I need you to not, really, honestly. I grew up seeing those commercials. We are probably not too far off as far as our kind of pop culture touchstones then. Because I was, like, I suppose, like, child of 80s, teen of 90s, teen and young adult of 90s, so probably we're seeing a lot of the same commercials as kids. God, Hooked on Phonics, though. Now, I do think I'm gonna feed Bob, because Bob deserves being fed, and we do have the chickens to do it. Then I am probably gonna take a short break, just to get a bit of a stretch in, and also handle the bio stuff. I'll toss on a bit of music while I'm out. Shit, I didn't even think about, like, what would be good music to play. I need to set up a playlist, and I need to set up a playlist of things that don't get copyright dinged. But I clearly haven't done that. So, actually, let's go into our house so that we don't actually accidentally spawn a tar. And I can't actually comment on the quality of Hooked on Phonics, but English has a lot of very inconsistent... Oh, our phonics are just for shite. Like, we are all over the fucking map. Born in 82, so young child in the 80s, teen in the 90s. Not too far off then. I was 78. And this might be a silly question, but is that something that Ludo could help you out with? Possibly. Like, it's not really a big deal, Hive. I just kind of like... I kind of like throwing on a little bit of music just to show off my music, honestly. Like, is it not every owner of an iTunes library, is it not their desire to just, like, want to throw out music for people to listen to? This is the 2020s version of, like, you've got to listen to this mixtape since I'm driving the car. We'll toss on some Elizabeth McGlynn. That's game music, so I don't think that it's gonna trigger any copyright. And I am gonna go and get this break on, so I will be back in about, say, about 4 minutes or so. Tuesday will be night. Alright, we are back. I'm having myself a spot of coffee and finishing up the cigarette. What did I... Pulling the Plock soundtrack off of YT. That's actually not, like, a terrible idea. Hirunda, Plock is... You were right, that boss theme, that goes pretty hard. The other thing is last Seahorse does DJ sets that they've uploaded to YouTube. And I believe they said that people can use them on stream, might ask if you're okay with it. Okay. Quill says, is not an owner of an iTunes entitled to the sweat of her brow? No, says the man in Washington. It belongs to record labels. No, says the man in Moscow. It belongs to artists. No, said the man at Twitch. It belongs off-site. I rejected those answers. I chose Break Time. Now I want to know if there's like a song called Break Time. But I love that. Quill, that's a good poll. I should play BioShock one of these days. There's like a version of BioShock 1 on PS4, right? I wonder if that would be fun. I wouldn't play BioShock Infinite. I've got exactly zero desire to even get vaguely into the mess that is that game, but maybe like 1 and or 2? Which is the one that has the that has like the libertarian, no, it's the objectivist theme park? I feel like that's a thing in one of the BioShocks. Oh, what did I get one new of? Twitch, what are you trying to tell me? Unban request. I got an unban request? Really? From who? From Easton? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. But it's sweet. It's nice that he or they. I'm not sure if Easton is How do I close this? Because I don't really feel like looking at it anymore. There we go. That's BioShock. BioShock has the artist place. BioShock itself is an objectivist theme park. This is true. I only played one in Base Infinite, so I'm not sure. Everything I've seen about Infinite makes it just look like a huge giant mess that to do any form of justice to would require way more unpacking than I've got the spoons to do. Lambda says it's BioShock. Okay. Hive is Infinite's American Exceptionalism Land. That part I know, yeah. 2 is mostly just a cash-in with big gameplay improvements. Got that, okay. And Infinite's a bad game on top of being a bad narrative. Yeah, like... Quill, both what you and Hive have said dovetail pretty closely to everything I've heard about the game. Mostly I'm familiar with just kind of the story of it, because I've watched breakdowns, but I haven't actually watched like a let's play of it. But yeah, it sounds just like an absolute fucking mess. I prefer System Shock. I never played System Shock, and I do count that as a bit of a shame, because it is so... What's the word that I want? There's a word that I want, a specific word that I want. Not seminal, but kind of close to the word seminal. From what I've heard, the best BioShock content is one of the DLCs for BioShock 2. Huh. That's interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. Oh. I don't need to be playing the music anymore because I'm actually back and playing the game. There we go. Although, I mean, Elizabeth McGlynn is not bad for... Iconic? Yes! I think Iconic would work. I think Iconic would definitely work for what I'm thinking of here. Hive says Minerva's Den was made by the folks who went on to make Gone Home. Now that pricks up my ears. Definitely. I could have sworn I heard the tar music. Didn't like that. Quill says, what if revolution was just as bad as being oppressed, but also being a woman requires men... Wait. Hold on a second. I think I broke a piece of my head there for a second. What if revolution was just as bad as being oppressed, but also being a woman requires menstruation? I hate everything about that sentence. Really? Yeah, I'm pretty okay with I just hate that. Didn't we... Okay, this milkshake... Oh, because we never changed this off of Classic. There we go. I knew there was a trophy hiding for us. I'm not, like... I've never really been I've got a plat games, because most of the times they just got requirements that I don't care for, but I do like to pick up whatever trophies that we can. Quill says I played all the BioShock content and Minerva's Den is great. Interesting. Fish fact. Dwarf Lantern Shark... Oh, fudge. I missed it. I saw it! I just didn't get a chance to read it. Dwarf Lantern Shark is the smallest shark in the world, maximum known length to be 20 centimeters long. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Hive says you can only hold 2 weapons at once. It has the Halo shield type thing, except the shield is incredibly poorly tuned. But the gameplay was tuned for you having a functional regenerating shield. And they didn't have an original idea for gameplay in their bones, so they did plasmids again, but bad. Seminal is an icky word. Like, it's just one of those words that's like, yeah, I know what it means and it has utility, but I kind of also don't want to use it. To Hive's point, because I wanted to catch up. Hive, that was about BioShock 2, I'm guessing? That seems like it was a BioShock 2 fact. Quill says the line that separates Elizabeth as a child and Elizabeth as a woman is baby murder menstruation metaphor. I hate that. Wow. You know, yes. Maybe we should go back to games with no stories. The hilarious thing is, what if the revolution was just as bad as being oppressed, but also requires women... being a woman requires menstruation is window dressing for, hey, what about exploring this man? Because everything revolves around this man. I mean, doesn't it though? Doesn't it though? BioShock 2 has the best gameplay but bad story. Stuff about the gameplay was BioShock Infinite fact. Gotcha. Only game that requires no story is Neko Navy due to the bonkers ending alone. I've got to beat Neko Navy. I'm gonna have to have a sit down with Neko Navy. And I will have to defeat it in combat. And that means fighting Meat Man. And I have feelings about that, but it needs to be done. Also, I was very disappointed today. I downloaded Cry of Fear because I heard that it was a really good, like, PSX, PS2 style survival horror, and it was free, and free is always really good, but it doesn't seem to have controller support, and I strongly dislike that. Wait. It is none of those things? For real? I'm very disappointed. I saw on, I think it's Horror Community Twitter, that they had mentioned that Cry of Fear was really quite good. Bust out my gaming steering wheel that I definitely have. I do in fact have a gaming steering wheel. I could make one out of cardboard. Lambda says, my favorite fish fact is the male anglerfish is extremely tiny compared to female anglerfish, and its entire life cycle is to find a female anglerfish, bite onto the sides, and decay into a pair of testicles that the female can use at will. The circle of life. That is not a thing that I knew, and I love it. Quill, have a wonderful night. I'm keeping my toes crossed that today was just a one-off as far as bad days, and that tomorrow's going to be another nice smooth day. But please have wonderful dreams tonight, and wake up more refreshed than you went to bed. That's what I'm going to go with. I love people learning that anglerfish fact for the first time. It's amazing. Like, that's like if Clive Barker designed a breeding cycle, and you can't go wrong with that. I'm okay with putting Clive Barker in charge of the breeding cycle of at least one animal. Kronos actually knew about that fish fact all the way when I was a child. Used to read a bunch of books about aquatic life in the library. I like that we're helping you recapture your misspent youth. I lie. That is actually very well spent youth, but it was still funny to say, so I said it. Wait. Do I hear the not-so-dulcet tones of Tar? Hey, didn't we used to have... We totally used to have those exploding mosaic shards? Those dudes? And they're gone now. So apparently they escaped. Good for them. Oh wait, missed something from Alice. Randomly still thinking about the fact that the guy that wrote Dirty Harry and Das Boot made a western starring birds like real birds. What the hell? That's definitely not a thing that I expected. Cross is literally my grade school life was reading fish books and playing LBP and not being able to share it with anyone. That makes me sad, Kronos. I mean, the activities, those are wonderful, but the not being able to share it part, that sucks. I am glad that here, now, at least, you have a space for sharing your love of LBP and your love of fish facts. We are here for you. And you have made this space a better one. And I hope you know that. And I will be aggressive in my kindness. Doubling back up quick. Alice says it's called Bill and Coo, and it's the only thing he ever directed. Fair enough. And Lambda says the sexual dimorphism of anglerfish is so extreme that they didn't realize the male anglerfish was related to the female anglerfish, and biologists were mystified by the lack of male anglerfish. See, biologists need to expand their horizons. Sometimes you get very tiny bottoms. Just the tiniest bottoms. And we're here for it. These are bottoms even Pinhead could love. Now, there was a thing that I was trying to do like way at the beginning of the stream, and now I have absolutely no memory of what it was, and that's kind of a problem. So let's see. We'll get a request, and hopefully that'll jog the brain meats. These brain meats, they need jogging. They're not very good at it. Very tiny bottoms. Yes! Just spreading goofiness all through ichthyobiology? One of the cooler fish facts I shared previously is the one where a certain jellyfish can reset the aging process, effectively living indefinitely. That is neat. Jellyfish are neat. We do have a bit of an issue with jellyfish like washing themselves up on beaches recently, which is not so great, but otherwise, lots of neatness with the jellyfish. Fudge. This is going to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? We need a honey slime, 8 rock slimes, and some dervishes. Now the dervishes are plentiful, but getting to where they are is kind of a pain in the ass. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up the rock slimes on the way. The honey slime is going to be a real snickerdoodle? I don't know about that. I don't know if snickerdoodle is the word that I want, but something in the vein of snickerdoodle. Why are all these rock slimes already hybridized? That doesn't help us. Hedonist says, goodness, now I imagine a swarm of jellyfish serving as the wise old ones a baby turtle protag would visit. Hirunda, you can't just throw out a plot hook like that. Now you've got to make a game. This is you see what you've done? You've opened yourself up to the curse. The game dev curse. At the very least an LBP level. Wise old jellyfish? Baby turtle protag? Like, do you not see the power of that? Can't be bothered. Someone else take it. This is... Hiruna, this is... You're refusing the call. You understand that, right? That this is just the... This is the first stage of... Wait. Is this the second stage of the hero's journey? I never remember because hero's journey's kind of bullshit, but... Baby turtle better fight baby shark? Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not a super fan of baby shark, so... If they want to duke it out... Oh, fuck! I need you! Thank you. Honey slime! All the time with my honey slime. I'm already bumbling along making a Bionicle-like RPG, currently playing around weapon creation. No shit! Well, good on ya. Keep us informed as your progress. Cause that sounds pretty darn neat. Well, it's always like... I can never find the slimes that I need when I need them. We're gonna have... It's gonna be another one of those quests for Victor. It's always Victor, too. Victor is just a complete pain in the ass. where I'll finally find the slime and get it back, and it'll be like hours after the quest has been completed. Not completed, but like the time limit is passed. Oh shit, we're gonna fall in the soup. Oh, well, okay. Good. Good. Yeah, soup. Sorry, Victor. Your quest is fucked. Because there's no way that we're gonna make the quest now. It's too late. There's only 5 minutes. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. You can make call to adventure first stage, and then refusal is the second stage. Right. And then next is supernatural aid, which is our council of wise jellyfish elders. You specifically did this to fuck with me, Pump. The Pump knows I need one tiny, sweet steam thingamabobber, and it's just not giving it to me. The oof was felt in my bones, buttons, like just in the marrow, which is generally where we keep our oof, just right there. We're still, yeah, 2 more spiral steams. Like, honestly though, why's it gotta be like that? Hidden says, mysterious world, section elemental tribes with different philosophies. Character and weapons on the player... Character and weapons. That was a weird line break. Character and weapons the player makes with the power of an essence and a cancer-like evil. Okay. We can get behind these elements. They seem neat. The only kind of cool cancer is the cancer that you can hit with a shovel. Which, now that I think of it, is also the plot of a Clive Barker story. Although that story's... I think I think it's kind of fat-phobic, now that I think of it. It's a bit of a shame. Although it does kind of treat its fat character with more humanity than fat characters in horror stories generally get to get. And she's the main character. I don't know, I'm not really the person to judge that, so... But it's the one where the cancer demon, like the dude's cancer gets supercharged by the belief that's thrown at a movie theater screen, because he dies behind the movie theater screen, and then the cancer becomes sentient, and it can create bodies that are based on the movies that are thrown at the theater, and it can absorb people's essences by eating their eyeballs. It's great. Can the cancer-like evil be a crab for some classics punniness? I mean, I wouldn't say no to that. I guess we've got to throw that to Hirunda, but never thought about the astrology cancer. But what about the Isaac? The Isaac cancer? Get 1 red heart, 1 blue heart, and after your first hit of damage in a room, all subsequent hits of damage are reduced to 1/2 heart instead of 1 heart. No, probably not. Probably no. Why would we even? The answer is I've got like so many thousands of hours in Isaac by this point. I haven't played Isaac in I think 2 weeks now? I'm probably jonesing. That must be it. Sorry, I just like slurped down a bunch of coffee. Hopefully it wasn't too loud in anybody's ears. Now, okay, I remembered the thing that I was trying to do. There was a secret, like, vault. But I don't even know if we can crack any of the treasures in that vault. Because they were all like the black treasure orbs. And I don't think we've got a cracker for that. It's just me. I'm like the only cracker here. Do. Where is that teleporter? Where is that teleporter? Hold on a second. It's not listed on the map. That's Fabu. I love that for us. Go us. Shoot. Nah, I could have sworn it was around here. It wasn't that. That's a spring. Hiduna says, I'm gonna head out. Gotta get up early. Hiduna, please sleep well tonight. I hope that you are cursed with nothing but good dreams. I hope that you wake up very refreshed and to a day that is easier to deal with than the day that just passed. Regardless of how easy today was actually on you. But hopefully it was fairly easy. Science fact, medical cancer is so named because the doctor that made the first image of cancer thought it looked like a crab. That's fair. It can get pretty... What's the word that I want? Thready? Like it kind of threads through stuff? I did get the dubious pleasure of getting to see a few advanced cancers when I was working at the funeral home. They're a lot. Just kind of a lot. We won't get overly descriptive because I know that might bother people, but definitely in the a lot stage. It's not even the first image. The ancient physician Galen noted the similarities to crabs. What was the... There was a book about that. It was yonks back. It was, shoot. Like the King of All Maladies, or something like that. But I think it talks a little bit about the history of cancer, and I think that's mentioned in the book. I think it's mentioned in the book review, because I didn't read the book itself. But I do remember that factoid. I never did anything with this. We are never going to get that slime stage, and I hate that for us. Where? Emperor! The Emperor of All Maladies. That was the name of the book. I mean, kings, emperors, they all need to be beheaded, so we were kind of in the right direction. Not 100% there, but close enough for the proverbial government work. Chickos. Oh shit, there's actual birds that aren't chickens. I think it's the first time I noticed that. Chrono says, every now and then I think about how smart humans can be sometimes. Like, someone somehow eventually concluded that 365 days make up a year. It is kind of neat. Humans can be neat when we're not being shit. It is granted a little bit rare, but we can pull it off sometimes. Now, there was a secret thing on this island. I know, and we died there. And I would like to go back there. Oh my god. Lambda, like, I feel like that's gonna end up being a character in Fate now. It's just kind of required. She would be sexy and saucy. Where is the door? Like, there was definitely a door here. This is where we got cacked. That's a teleporter. That's not what we need. I really want to figure out what was going on with that secret bit. We're getting there. Isn't Marie Antoinette already a Fate character? I wouldn't be super surprised. I think I might have mentioned this when we talked about Fate the other night, but like, I mostly know about Fate from Osmosis. So, like, I kind of get the gimmick of having all these historical characters turned into anime waifu, but I don't know the set list. Set list is not the word that I want, but you know what I'm getting at. And she is. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to look that up on the next break. 'Cause that sounds fabulous. Lambda says, and then later figured out it's not quite 365, so we have to add another day every 4 years. Astronomy is neat. I love leap years. Leap years are just goofy, and I'm here for it. I shouldn't be yawning like this. This is too early for yawning. Risco, you gotta cut this shit out. This shit's not cool. MiHoYo does it too with Honkai Impact. Nikolai Tesla and Albert Einstein are anime girls in the Honkai universe and are major characters. We stan our trans femme Nikolai Tesla and Albert Einstein. We are here for them. Are they cool characters or are they jerks? Because I literally know nothing about the Honkai universe. Oh shit! Treasure pod. Yes. That's okay. I mean, yeah, okay, we can warp. They're cool and roast each other all the time. I love that. I don't think that you could have picked out a better dynamic for me to get behind. This is totally not where that was. What the actual fudge? If I were a secret door, where would I hide? And why would I not... Oh. I didn't do that shit on purpose. I swear. And it's 100% just the way that it worked out. Okay, so we've got water. We've got a warp. We've got very angry slimes who are interested in kicking our butts. Oh shit! There's a ton of stuff, and we can't crack it. Go us. I should have known. I should have known. Why would they make it easy? Wait, no, I sprayed you with water. You're supposed to be okay now. You're supposed to be chill. What is your problem? You're not chill. I have no food for you. Go to hell. Well, crumbs. Like, we can't get anything from here, I don't think. Except for death? Death is apparently on the menu. I don't even know, why did I trigger that? Did that help us in any way? I don't believe it did. Look at these angry orbs. These orbs of anger. Oh, okay, so the door shuts off all the treasure openings. Gotcha. Alright, well, I mean, at least we know that place exists, and eventually, I suppose, but not on stream, we will have the means to do something about that. But for now, we should go back and check to see if they've actually hooked us up with the materials that we need. Also can't open. Love that for us. That's great. I guess we could just fall in the soup. I'd rather not, though. It just feels like cheating. Where's my teleporter? It's on the outer coast of the island. I should be picking up stuff, too, since I'm bringing it home. No, that's not what we want. Angry pink slimes, get out of my way. Please stop trying to kill me. It would be cool. Hello? There should be a teleporter right there, is what I'm saying, and there was a teleporter right there, in fact. See? We can do this. We're good at this. We are gamers with a lowercase g. I no longer need your money. I have evolved. I can't talk. I've evolved beyond the need for money. You and your money. What of it? Okay, I need these chicos, though. Here we are. Okay. Feed our cats. Evolved. Steaming Steam games? Streaming Steam games? Confirmed? Question mark. God, I wish. Someday, Kronos, someday we will have a rig that will allow for actual streaming off the computer. And then I can bring to bear the full might of my Steam library. There's a lot of it. We would be busy for quite a while. Alright, so we still haven't gotten the upgraded treasure cracker. Christ, say that 3 times fast. I don't know if I want to feed Bob again. I mean, he's cool and everything, don't get me wrong, but... Yes! We have enough! We have the spiral steam. We can make this stage. I have no idea what this stage is gonna do for us, but, you know, it's a stage. That's nifty. We're here for it. I know that we've got to make a tar slime, and I kind of don't want to do that, but... Needs must when the devil drives. Yeah, we don't want that stuff. Slime stage #1. Slime stage. I will fabricate this stage. Did I? Oh, did I make it? Where do I put it? Where does it go? I don't understand any of this, and that's okay. Maybe I can put it on the ranch? Like, we've got these ring areas that look like they are stage-like. Yeah, we could put it here. That's a very tiny stage. And that's okay. Now, let us avail ourselves of a tar. And then I'm probably going to take a short break. Now we're going to take one of these, because we've got like way too many of these, whatchamacallits? Oh my god, that is a glowing green cat. And I am here for it. Eat this plort! You are now a tar. Your traveler's checks are here. Look, Tar, I'm trying to... Well, that's... I kinda hate that. You are not the cutest. Well, you're kinda cute. I mean, you're a little cute. Sure. Whatever. Wait, where did it go? Is it gone? I don't want this tar to eat all my beautiful slimes. Oh, so I must head off and focus on work. Thank you for the stream. May you ranch all the slimes. Lambda, it was wonderful to have you by tonight. I hope that you have a very smooth day at work. You're always welcome here. We generally try to stream around 8 p.m. GMT plus 9. Although our days have been kind of random because of work schedules. Tomorrow will be an LBP stream, if you're interested in that. But please have a wonderful day, and please have no more stress than you can handle. I'm gonna go with that. And I'm gonna take you, Tabby Slime. I choose you, because you are cute. Can't get too close, but look at that thing. That is just so... It's so there. I'm gonna feed it some veggies. Because I am a good slime rancher. That is not true, but, you know, we'll pretend. I'll try to make it for that one. Thank you, and same to you. Thank you. Oh, he ran away! You don't want to stay on the stage? I was gonna praise you. But if that's the way that you want to be about it, then... Oh wait, I guess... No. This is a very willful slime. This slime is not here for the limelight, even though it is lime and it produces light. That's okay, slime. You know, the celebrity life is not for everyone. Alright, I am going to take a short break. I'm going to get some stretches on, do the, you know, the bio stuff, and I will be back in, let's say, about 4 minutes or so. We'll do about 4 minutes. Alright, we are back. We got our slime stage, we did our slime trials, and now I don't really know what to do with myself for the next half hour. Look for a very old chicken, I guess. We could knock that off the roster of I don't even know what an old chicken looks like as compared to like a regular chicken, but there is a dealy bobber for getting a chicken, for burning an old chicken. So I don't want to do a quest for either of them, honestly. Just Victor in that snazzy coat. They will not... Oh, you know what? We've got all this money. Let's upgrade our ranch. We could do that. Might as well make the ranch as nice as possible before we kind of say goodbye to the slime ranchering. Slime toy shop? What? What? Advanced slime toys? My god. Ms. LeBeau, the 7Z Corporation would like to congratulate you on obtaining the rank of Rolling Beetle 1. With this rank, you now have access to revolutionary new technology for slime enrichment and preoccupation from activities that would otherwise hinder ranching. We call this new technology Slime Toys. Slime Toys can now be purchased from the shop we have just installed on your ranch. Please excuse the excessive pauses in the last sentence, but our technician drones may have needed extra time for installation. We did not wish for our claim to be inaccurate. The 7Z Corporation giving robots time to do their job right, one sentence at a time. Nice of them. That's great. Slime... As much as I've enjoyed Slime Rancher, and I do think that we're gonna hold on to Slime Rancher as a as kind of a chat enabling stream, kind of like we did with Disgaea a while back. But I do think that we've kind of I feel like I've gotten everything I needed out of Slime Rancher for now. I feel like I'm kind of okay with Slime Rancher. I'm very happy with the experience. I think it's been a lot of fun, but well, where are the toys? They said that we could buy them, but from whence? From whence the toys? There's no toys here. We could make decorations. I do like shrubs. Shrubs are cool. Yeah, I'm good with that. I like that. Look at this shrub. I don't know why I said it quite like that, but I feel like I was saying something exciting, but I wasn't really selling it with my voice. Need to work on the intonation a little bit. No, the yawns. The yawns are vicious. So... Oh, is this a toy shop? There we are. Okay, there are many toys here. There's an Octo Buddy? I love that. Oh shit, Power Cell. I want one of those because we have rad slimes and they are very ratty. There, play with your toy. Feeding the Neko. Oh, like this is the actual Neko. Okay. Please feed your Neko. Give it all love from us. We support the care and feeding of this cat. Just as we support the care and feeding of these slimes. Eat the carrots! Eat them! Eat the carrots! You know you love them. You love those carrots. And onions. I know you do. We might have enough to upgrade to advanced toys, which is cool. I think it was 5,000. Oh, easily doable. Yeah, we could do that. A market link to the past. So now we've got extra toys, and we need 6,000 to get to the next one. Disco balls? My god. Puzzle cubes? Oh shit. Fuck, I need those. That sounds awesome. Hook us up with some puzzle cubes, yo. Maybe they'll summon Cenobites. And I love Cenobites. Are there no plorts? Am I not entitled to the fruit of my plorts? I guess we've been going kind of hard here though, so maybe they need time to plort up. Just blasted his ass into like the next century. I hope he enjoyed that. Yosh. I love the yawns because that means that maybe I'll be able to sleep again tonight. I slept like corpses last night and it was wonderful. And then I woke up and I actually got things done. And by things I mean I wrote a job application and I turned it in, and now I am waiting for a call as to getting an interview, because that would be pretty cool. Because I need more work. I would write another job application, but I do not have any more pictures, and I do not have the money to buy more pictures. Because Japanese job applications do like you to put your picture on them. I don't know why, and I kind of hate it, but it is how it works. That is how it be. Alright, we have many plorts. We are gonna. Could I live inside your head at that time so I get things done? That feels nice. I hope that you find the inside of my head more pleasant than I generally tend to do. Getting things done is definitely a rarity for me. This was kind of a big thing, even though it was honestly just a really small thing in like the grand scheme of things, but Plort Powerhouse, look at us go. We can buy the puzzle cube. We still are... Excuse me. We are a long way off from whatchamacallit? I can speak. Speaking is a thing that I do. We're a long way off from the next upgrade to our Star Club? 7Z something club? So we're probably not going to get that by the end of stream. Do they actually, like, play with it? Do they do anything with this? I don't even know. Maybe? I hope they have fun with it. I am interested in the fun of my slimes. Bloop. Are you, like, are they happy with the cube? Some of them kind of bump into it, but I don't know if that counts as playing with the cube. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, that is so cute. Just rolling that cube around. That's not how you do puzzles, but you know, I'm not going to get on your case about it. Was the world never post-apocalyptic after all? This is just honest to God slime ranching? So like the thing is that I think Earth is still Earth, and we've just gone off to the outer reaches of space to do the slime ranching. There doesn't seem to have been any apocalypse per se. But we don't really, like, I don't think we ever figure out who made the ruins that we were in. Because there's that, like, one section where we found all of the quantum slimes, and they talk a little bit about, like, oh, these ruins, they're so mysterious, I wonder who made them. But I don't think there's any lore, at least not any lore that we got, that tells us about that. Oh shit, we don't have enough for that. That's 7,500. Well, I mean, it was a nice thought, but I guess that shit ain't gonna happen. We'll dupe around for 15 minutes, and then I guess that'll do it. Hoopin' and doopin'? Like, I think we've seen all the biomes. I think we've seen all the areas, except for maybe Victor's. I don't think we ever saw Victor's place, because he never wrote a letter to us. And I don't know if Bob has a place. I'm a little bit confused about Bob's gig. slime ranching. But this has been a cute game. I've really enjoyed the time that we spent with it. I would have liked for... Excuse me. I would have liked for maybe a more exploratory and less like capitalist focus on it. I mean, I realize that the game is like Slime Rancher and not Slime Explorer, but like it would have been cool if there was a little bit more. There were different options to engage with Slime Rancher, but yeah, I mean, I'll forgive it. It did what it said on the tin. It did not in any way lie to us as to what it was. And I appreciate that. Lucky Slimes, check it and see. They got a fever of 103. It's pretty resource production focused. Yeah. And I think that would be... Like, that's the long tail of it that I think would keep me from really sticking with it as a game. Because I love the exploration. I love the little bits of world building in it. I like the characters a lot, like what we get to see of them. I think it's got a great visual design. There could be a little bit more differentiation in kind of the actual environments, just so that it was a little bit harder to get lost, but it's not an unforgivable sin as far as things go. But I think that the ultimate gameplay loop of it is something that wouldn't probably hold my attention if it was not a game that I was streaming. Like, I like just booping around and chatting with y'all and doing stuff, but if it wasn't for the chatting with y'all and experiencing it together part of it, I probably wouldn't have stuck with it, ultimately. And that's fine. You know, it's... I don't expect every game to be designed with me precisely in mind. Like, I'm pretty fine with these types of games existing. But yeah, I think farming games in general, I've never really played one like this before. I mean, I've never played a game like this before. This genre is fairly new to me. So I've got the feeling that the genre in general is probably something that I wouldn't, like, really come back to. But... was it a good choice for when I picked it up? Yeah, I would definitely say that. I know when we started the game up, I just was not in a place to do anything that was ultra-violent. I don't know if I'm 100% back in a place where I'm ready to do ultra-violence, but, you know, it's a little bit more palatable. Palatable? I can't say that word, and I've never been able to. And I don't know why I pretend that I can. I gotta remember, so like around the 2-hour 50 point, that's where I'm gonna take my thumbnail. Because I want a thumbnail with those slimes playing with the cube. It's just so cute. Oh gosh. There's such a nice feeling about a good yawn. Like, I don't want to say it can't be beat, because that's probably gilding the lily just a little bit, but it does just feel good. Get a real solid yawn off. These poor rock slimes. There are so many. I feel like I should destroy the cages and let everything free, but I also know I'm totally not going to do that. I would like to have a ranch when we come back to this someday. Are there any, like, easy nah, I can't do that one. Oh. I don't know if we've gotten all the green treasure pods, but I feel like we've gotten probably most of them. As well as the Gordo slimes. I think we got almost all the Gordo slimes. Or maybe all of them. There were like a couple bits in the Lost Ruins that I wasn't able to unlock. Like a couple of the oases. I couldn't figure out how to get water to them, but that's okay. Oh shit! Treasure pod! What'd you get me? You are fucking kidding me. They gave us spiral steams. The things that we spent like 3/4 of the stream trying to find. And they're just like, oh yeah, sure. Did you mean these? Is this what you were looking for? Game, you know, sometimes you could be a bit of a jerk. Violet slime lamp. I love that. We can't make it, but I still love it. It's cute. I wonder if there's a specific trigger to getting, like, the upgraded treasure cracker? Like, if it'll only pop after you get all of the treasures for your current cracker? Which feels like such a weird sentence to say. I don't know how I like that sentence. Alright. Let's do a loop back to the homestead, and then we will, I think we'll finally put a bow on this game. Well, I mean, we still gotta... I still gotta burn 6 minutes. That's not the best way to look at it, but... I'm kinda getting to that point where there's not like a lot more juice in me to squeeze. We can't sell Steam, unfortunately, because we're not Gabe Newell. But someday, we will steal his identity. And it will be us. We will be he. I mean, you necessarily have to. I think we squeezed the important topics, unless you've got 5 minutes something to share. Well, I mean, not really. You missed the excitement from yesterday when we got to talk about the, Oh, cool. We'll get one last upgrade. Oh, Kronos, don't worry about it. You didn't fuck anything. You didn't fuck anything at all. And I don't want you riding yourself like that. Grotto upgrade. Fancy pants. But we did go into some of the cop stuff. But I can give you the rundown on hello brain meats. I can give you the rundown on Discord. Cause it's kind of it's a bit of a chonky topic. It's definitely more than a 5-minute topic. But the extremely short version is I didn't get my box cutter back. I did not get arrested, or at least I did not get officially charged. I did get a mugshot, and I did have my fingerprints taken, and the whole situation was really weird. But the really weird is definitely more than a 5-minute discussion. But I will be pleased if it is a very, very long time before I have to deal with the cops again, because that was some kind of suck. Yeah, they weren't gonna. I honestly didn't expect that it was gonna come back to me. I would have liked that because, you know, it was in fact a tool and a pretty useful one, and I'd had it since I was working at the since I was working demolition, but yeah. It would be good if it was a long time. I mean, I think you heard all the story, didn't you? Hive, you were here yesterday. There isn't, like, really too much more. I don't think there's really anything more to the story than what we talked about yesterday. Thankfully. Oh, that's what you mean. It would be, okay, yeah, it would be good if it was a long time before I have to deal with the cops again. I thought you meant if the story was going to take a long time to tell, which would have been a very, very different sentence. Yeah, we're definitely at the 3-hour point where the brain meats don't work anymore. This was a really nice stream. Like, it was very chill. It was cool having Lambda Knight in here. They're very good people. Know them from Auntie's Discord. Not had any kind of any problems or red flags with them, and hopefully they'll come back and be a good addition to our little community here. Would be neat. It's always wonderful, of course, having all of you here. Glad that you're all doing well, or at least as well as anybody can be hoping for. I don't think there's any real news on the burner. Nothing really quick to inform anybody about. As far as schedule, we got tomorrow, and then for next week, I think for the entirety of July, unless this job comes through and has evening hours, and I don't think it does, because it's the job I put in an application for is like a secondhand clothing shop, and I'm pretty sure they close up around 7 p. And they're in Koenji, so that's not far from here. So I don't think that even if I do get that job, I don't think it'll change our schedule any. So for the rest of July, the schedule should be Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays. Yeah. Because there aren't any other events, like there's no marches or anything planned for the rest of the month as far as I know. So Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays will be our kind of go forward for July. But that does it pretty much. That does it for us here tonight. That does it for Slime Rancher as well. We'll be going back to kind of random games and flip-flopping off of... Well, we'll definitely be doing LBP, and we'll figure out what's going on with Dreams, and whether or not MM is going to be doing NFTs, and whether or not we're going to be striking Dreams from the stream menu, but that'll be something to kind of... I'll do some digging in the next couple of weeks. Thank you, Hive. Thank you always. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you wielding the mod sword and doing a good job with it. Being somebody that I can trust to have on modding. And to Hive and Rabbits as well. To Hive and Rabbits as well. To Kronos and Rabbits as well. I don't know if Rabbits is still about, but I know Kronos is here. But I appreciate both of you as well, acting as my mods always. Please, by all means, be drinking the water that you need to be drinking. If you're on medications, be taking them on schedule. Be keeping yourselves as safe as you can within, whatever power and agency that you've got in this world of ours. And know that there's folks out there that love you and that have your best interests and well wishes in mind. And I'm one of those folks. But there's more than just me. It's not just me. But that does do it for us here this go about. So, from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigasamdata, sayonara, see you, and ciao.